What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so Brittany Renner has been in the news quite a bit this year. More immediately, she's been in the news because she feels that the $5,500 a month that NBA basketball player, I think Dallas Mavericks player, PJ Washington gives her in child support is not enough. And according to her, she needs at least $35,000 a month to take care of their child. I believe she also feels that PJ should pay for her court fees and attorney fees, I believe it is. And she says that PJ Washington is not living up to his paternal responsibilities as far as, I believe, not just monetarily providing, but taking care of the kid, visitation or not visitation, but I think visitation and, times when he actually has, what's the word I'm looking for? Not possession of the child, but you know what I'm trying to say. Look, I don't know all the details of this situation, right? I don't. And to be honest with you, $5,500 a month does sound a bit low for an NBA basketball player. It does. But at the same time, I don't see why you need $35,000 a month. And then another thing that I'm not understanding is she says that PJ, before I go forward, she says that PJ provides $5,500 a month in child support. But in that video that went viral about a month ago, right, of her having an altercation with PJ, her and her mama and PJ, I could have sworn she said he was giving out $11,000 a month. So is it $5,500 a month in actual child support, and then under the table he's giving you another $6,000? As far as out of his pocket, is that how that works? So, because that doesn't get talked about enough. Because I know a lot of situations where the court is seeing the child support that's getting taken out of the guy's check, but then the woman also tends to badger and finesse more money out of him, talking about she needs this for that and that, when in reality she used that money for her own selfish pleasures and needs. Hair fix, clothes, makeup. I'm just being honest, man. At the end of the day, it's just hard for me to feel sympathy for Brittany Renner because I'm looking at all this money that these women are making. She says she's struggling at making ends meet, and you look like this, right? And I'm looking at all this money that these women are making on OnlyFans, right? Doing literally nothing but taking thirst trap photos. You can make what you're getting in child support in a day, easy on there. I know some people are like, well, what do you mean? Was she supposed to debase herself? Man, she already did that shit. She already was doing that. Basically, wasn't she? That's what she was doing. I mean, that's what she is. She can sit there and put on what you call it, hijab or whatever the fuck you call it, the headrest and all that. She can put all that shit on there and try to act like she's a Muslim. That didn't last long. She's a scammer. She's a predator too. She was much older than PJ Washington when she went after him when he was 19 years old. She conned him into being a lifetime lottery ticket. Then she was dating Kevin Gates for a while. She tried to have a viral moment, probably talked him into going to crypto, and hopefully he'll have some altercation with LeBron James, and that might help out his career or whatever. Come on, Kevin Gates. That didn't happen. And then immediately afterwards, she get a divorce from that fake Islamic marriage she had with him. And then just as PJ Washington about to get this $90 million deal, all of a sudden this tape come out, this pre-recorded tape. Her mother's had the camera phone ready, trying to make him like he a bad parent. Cussing at him, talking about make sure that the kid was crying. She probably realized that, because a lot of kids do that. When a kid has been in an environment for a couple of days or a week, and then they go to another environment, they cry because they're used to where they're being at. Then all of a sudden, after a while, they get used to that environment, and then they cry when you switch to the other environment. That happens like when kids first go to daycare because they're used to being with their parent. That don't mean you fucking abusing them. She's a scam artist, man. So she was trying to be spiteful, in my opinion. She realized she was about to get this new deal. She was probably trying to screw him over as far as that deal is concerned, and trying to get more money out of him because she's spiteful. And like I said, child support is for what it's supposed to be. Child support is supposed to be for the child. It doesn't mean that the woman supposed to all of a sudden just sit on her ass and not work anymore. It never was intended for that. It's one of the things that pissed me off the most that I've seen with a lot of women, man, is women are complaining about not getting enough child support. Like I literally see females preying on dudes, preying on good-hearted dudes who heart are in the right place, but they're naive and usually younger and don't have much experience with women. They prey on these dudes. They get them knocked up. They get knocked up by these dudes, and then abuse these motherfuckers, man. I mean, absolutely abuse these guys financially. And these are the same chicks that be on Facebook wearing the latest gear, always dressed, always got their hair fixed, right? And then they take these fake ass photos with their kids like they're the number one moms in the world, when in reality their kids wear fucking Walmart hand-me-downs, barely have anything to fucking eat. If anything, the daddy's the one that's taking care of the kid more than she is, and she technically have fucking possession of the kid. I'm not trying to knock all mothers like that. They're not, because it's scumbag fathers, obviously. But I've seen that shit way too many times, man. And the abuse of the system needs to stop. And it ain't about a black thing. Or I see white mothers do the same thing. I see Hispanic mothers do the same thing. The only group that I don't see this in mass abuse or a good portion, I would say, is Asian women. But every other group I can think of, for the most part, they do that shit. And to me, there's something deeper going on. Toxic femininity, the modern bullshit feminist movement, whatever. And that's a whole nother video for a whole another day or whatever, man. But yeah, going back to Brittany Renner, I don't feel anything for her, man. I think she's a predator. And, if you can't make ends meet with the apparent gifts that you got, then that's on your ass. Maybe you burnt too many bridges. Wasn't she going around doing lectures and shit to schools, warning young men about women like her? Maybe the thing is that a lot of these young dudes now are hip to the game when it comes to chicks like her. And her past precedes her. And now dudes is, saying, they ain't falling for these old ass tricks. Well, that's what the problem is. Maybe you need to get legit, get a fucking job, get a regular gig. If you don't want to shake your ass anymore, get a regular gig. And I don't believe that bullshit about how, because PJ Washington lives a certain lifestyle, she has to. Nah, she don't have to. They weren't married. If they were married, especially for a period of time, okay, I can factor that in. They never were married. Now, PJ got to take care of that kid. And he got to also make sure that she doesn't poison the well when it comes to his relationship with his kid, because sometimes people like to do that. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.